Alright guys, so before we start the project, I just wanted to make a quick announcement. I'm super excited, I'm very happy today because we have just successfully launched our Figma Mastery course from 0 to 100. Now this course is for all levels of people, from complete beginner to advanced. Even if you want to refine your skills, you can go ahead and take this course. So without any further ado, let me show you a preview of this particular course. And the course is going to be available in Udemy and the link will be provided down in the description below. Go ahead and enjoy this preview. Welcome to Mastering Figma from 0 to 100. If you are looking to elevate your design skills and create stunning functional projects, then you are in the right place. This course is crafted for everyone, from complete beginners to advanced designers. Whether you are just starting your design journey or looking to refine your skills, we have got you covered. In this course, we will take you from the basics of design to mastering advanced tools in Figma. We will start with the introduction to the world of design, where you will learn all the foundational principles. From there, we will dive into the Figma's interface and basic tools, ensuring you have a solid understanding before moving on to the more complex topics. But we don't stop at the basics. We will guide you through a series of projects, each one designed to challenge and inspire you. You will work on beginner-friendly projects, then progress to intermediate and advanced projects that are not just functional but also beautifully designed. These projects will teach you the technical and creative aspects of design, helping you to build a portfolio that stands out. What makes this course truly unique is its never-ending nature. We are committed to keeping you at the forefront of design trends and techniques. Every week we will add a new project to the course, ensuring you always have fresh, up-to-date content to work with. You will never run out on opportunities to learn and grow. So what are you waiting for? Join us today and start your journey towards mastering Figma. Enroll now. Alright, hope you like that preview. So if you love the preview and if you want to really get into this course, there is a link down in the description box below. Please go ahead, pause the video, wait for a while, go enroll for the course, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright guys, how's it going? Hope everyone is doing fine. Namaste ji, this is Vish and welcome to a new tutorial. And in this video, we are going to cover everything about image slider animation prototype in Figma. So super excited for the project, hope you are too. Let's get started with today's video. So I've just gone ahead and collected all the assets for our project, and these are all the images that we are going to work with. And I have a couple of rectangles, as you can see over here, of the size 360 by 450 and 285 by 355. And I've turned all of these images, I've created a copy of these images and I've turned into these sizes, okay? And I've selected and I've created over here, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select all of these images. I'm going to first create a group, and after that we are going to create a frame out of it. And to create a frame, right click, go ahead and click on frame selection. It's going to create a frame. Let's actually crop this frame to about so much size, okay? And that's going to be our frame. Alright, and after that, let's select all of the images, and as you can see over here, I have already created a frame, which is a desktop frame. You know how to do that, right? Click on frame, go to desktop, it's going to create a frame. We have done this multiple times. I need not have to repeat this one more time. Hope you understand, okay? So let's go ahead. Alright, let me undo that and let's select. Let's go ahead and stack all of these images on top of each other, and I'll show you why we are doing this just in a moment, okay? So we have stacked all of these images on top of each other and we are going to go ahead and place it right inside our frame. I've named this as Himalayan because the first photo that we have over here, image that we have over here, is of the Himalayan ranges, right? So hence the name, okay? Now what we are going to do is, let me go ahead and choose a pen tool, and I'm going to use this pen tool to create a shape. Now this shape I'm creating to give our frame a overlay, okay? And you are going to see why we are doing this just in a while, okay? Let us remove Actually, let me place it inside our frame, Himalayas frame. Let me twirl down all of these. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and remove the stroke, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a fill. And the fill is going to be black fill, absolutely pitch dark black color. Okay. Let's go ahead and give an effect. We are going to give a layer blur effect. And let's go ahead and crank it up all the way as much as you can until you achieve an effect that looks something like this. Now you see a beautiful overlay is created, right? Let us actually place this a little to the top by hitting Shift and arrow key. All right. Let me actually place a little bit towards the bottom. Okay, this one looks perfect. I'm going to take a copy of it, and let's hit space bar on our keyboard by clicking on the layer, and we are going to move it. You can also hit Shift so that it properly aligns and moves to the top. Okay, let us give it a 50% opacity for this one, fill opacity, and we get a layer that looks something like this. Okay, now we are going to select our text layer and we are going to place it inside our frame. I'm going to slightly move our text layer to the top, and you remember we created this particular frame. Let us rename this as scroll. Okay, scroll layer, and I'm going to place the scroll frame inside right over here. Now as you can see, I've gone ahead and I've created some margins over here. That was just for the measurement and alignment of all the elements inside. Okay. Now to bring this margins, all you have to do is go to the top, click on the top, and you can drag a margin from the top, and vice versa. The same it goes henceforth from the left side as well. I'm just going to, and if you don't want the margin, go back and drag it back into this, and it just dissipates from the frame altogether. Okay. After that is done, I think we are missing with the header menu. Let's go ahead and plant our header menu right over here, maybe on the top, and I'm going to just center align the header menu. All right, let us zoom in and preview what we have just created. Okay, so this is what we have created and it looks beautiful, right? Now what we are going to do is we are going to quickly go ahead and create a copy out of this particular frame. Okay, 3 times. Why? Because we have 4 images, so we need to have 4 frames. You got it right. Okay, so let me create a couple more times, and let me hit Ctrl D, and it's going to create the 4th time as well. Let's go to our second frame. Let me zoom in. Okay, and let's select our frame. Okay, now what we are going to do is go to groups and click on the frame while hitting space. Okay, click on the frame, hit space and hit Shift so that it moves evenly. All right, it seems like we have not turned on our clip content. Let us go ahead and do that for all the layers. We should have done it at the start of the project itself. Anyways, we are going to do it now. Okay, so we have done now. Now it's going to clip content anyway, moving from here or from there. Okay, so let's zoom in now, and now we are going to double click on it, select on the group, and let's hit space bar on your keyboard along with Shift, and let's move this evenly. And we are going to move it to about this place. Let's zoom this image out to about so much size, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a stroke of about 6, because that's the stroke size that we have given to the first layer as well. Let me go ahead and show you that first image as well. We have given the 6, and just to maintain the consistency, we are going to follow the same stroke size. Let's turn the color all the way to white color. Okay, we have also given some rounding of 15 to all the images. Okay, hope that is well understood. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same with all the other images as well. Okay, now hit Shift and space bar on your keyboard. First click and hit shift and space bar and move the image about so much. Okay, double click on this image, hit shift and increase the size of the image, okay, to about so much. Let's go ahead and give it a stroke, change the color to white, and after that let's give it a stroke size of 6. Perfect. Perfecto. Amazing. Okay, let's go ahead to our last image, hit space bar, click on it, hit space bar and shift and move the image all the way to the last image, and this is going to be the last image, and we are going to increase the size of the last image as well, okay, to about so much size. Let's go ahead, give it a stroke, turn the stroke color to white, absolute white, milky white, vanilla white, whatever you want to call it. Give it a stroke size of 6, and that's all of our 4 frames. Now we are going to select on our second frame. We are going to name this as Banaras, or maybe you can name it as Kashi as well, okay, because you see these Naga sadhus sitting in Kashi or Banaras. If you have ever visited to Banaras or Kashi, it's a beautiful place. You should go over there. Maybe we'll turn it to Kashi, you know, because that makes more sense. Kashi. Alright, so that's Kashi. We are going to change the name. Oops, we could have also grouped all of this text together and we could have created this scroll animation, right? Well, I missed that out, but we have already seen that in our previous examples. So if you want to, you can go ahead and do that. You know, it would be a beautiful animation. It will turn into a beautiful animation if you do that. But since it just slipped from my mind, let's just continue with the same, okay? So Kashi, okay, and that is the name of this one. And I'm going to select on the frame. Let's go to our images. So these are all the images. Let me actually go ahead and create a group out of it. And we are going to name this as main. Should have done all of these things in the first image, first frame itself. I mean, you please go ahead and do it in the beginning of the frame itself, you know, group it. Otherwise you will have to repetitively do this on all the other frames, okay? All right, just for the organization purpose, nothing else. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and hide the first image, and it's going to give me the second image that looks something like this. Beautiful, right? All right, and after that, let's go to our third one, and let's turn third one. We are going to change the name of this one, okay, and the name of this one is going to be Bhutan. Okay, Bhutan. All right, and after that, let's go to let's hide these 2 images, and we get this particular image. Let's go to the fourth one. We are going to name this as abstract art. Okay, and let's go ahead to the abstract art. We are going to hide all of these 3 images. All right, wonderful. So this is the complete design of all the frame that we have created. Let's go ahead and create a prototype out of it. So for the second slider image, we are going to give it a prototype of this one. You can either do it for click or for drag. It's completely up to you. Let's do it for drag. Okay, you can do it for click as well. Okay, actually, instead of hiding this image, what we are going to do is let's actually turn the opacity to about 0. Okay, this one, right? So let's turn the opacity to 0 because it's going to give us a beautiful animation. We had the complete image over here and it slowly turns into 0. Okay, so therefore it's going to give us a beautiful animation. Let's go over here and let's see, we have turned into a smart animation. Let's go ahead and give it a custom Bezier curve, and we are going to push it all the way till over here. We don't want a very bouncy effect, otherwise we would have given that. Okay, and let's close that one. And now what we are going to do is we are going to click on this one, double click on this one, and we are going to go ahead and select and give it to this one, and again it's going to be on drag. Okay, all right, now let's select on this one, it's going to be on drag, and simultaneously if you drag on this particular image, it's going to bring you to this particular frame. Okay, and now the final image, which is this one, let's go ahead and select this one. It's going to be on drag. Again, we are going to, if you drag any further, we are going to give it this one, and again this is going to be on drag. Well, now what we are going to do, it's very confusing. If we again give it over here, select one more layer, it's going to be repetitive. So what we are going to do is to remove the repetitiveness in our design, we are going to copy one more layer from over here, and it works only with I'm telling you, it works only with, all right, and we are going to break this up. Okay, it works only with respect to the slider animation. Okay, for any other animation we would have not actually given this effect. Okay, so what we are going to do is, now we are going to click on this one more time, and we are going to go over here, and we are going to go on drag. Okay, let me place this slightly over here, and from here, now what we are going to do is we are going to go all the way to the first one. Okay, and this one is going to be after a delay of say 300 milliseconds. Okay, let's go ahead and try our and also we are going to reduce the opacity. First one we are going to hide, second one, if you remember, oops, not hide this one, but let's turn on this one. This one we are going to hide, and this one we are going to reduce its opacity, this image opacity, to about, all right, both the image opacity, not this one. Let me select on this one, just a second. What did we do? Okay, we have done some mistake on this frame as well. Let us go to that frame, that particular frame. We are supposed to give a 0 opacity to the first layer, which we haven't done over here. Okay, in the main frame. So if we hide this, right? So we are going to give it a 0 opacity right over here on the fill. Oops, not over there. Let's keep it 100. Let's give a 0 opacity over here. Okay, perfect. Now that is solved. Let's go to Bhutan layer. Let's turn this on and let's give it a 0 opacity to, first let's hide this one and let's give it a 0 opacity to this particular layer, which is this one. Okay, so that it seamlessly gives us this beautiful, optical illusion of things fading in and fading out. Okay, so we want that effect. Okay, let's go to the abstract. We're going to hit and we're going to select this one and give it an opacity of 0. Oops, not that one. Yeah, what am I doing? All right, not this layer. This is scroll layer. Vish, what is wrong with you? Okay, so 0 opacity on this one. Did I do it correctly? Okay, I hope so. Wait. No, I did not. Okay, let me turn this off. And this one, sorry, let me select on this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so on this one, we are going to give it a 0 opacity. And I think everything is sorted out. Let's go back to our frame and let's hit on If there is any other issues, we will solve it right away. Okay. All right. So this is the thing. This is the, so if I drag, we get this image. If I drag, we get this image. If I drag, we get this image. And if I drag, it comes back to this one. Okay, we have no border over here. Why is that so? Let us go ahead and give it a border. Stroke, okay, and that, oh, we have actually reduced it from the stroke, okay. So let's go back to our prototype and let's preview our prototype. Okay, beautiful. It looks beautiful already. Okay, it looks beautiful. Now what we are going to do is drag, and so beautifully and seamlessly it animates into this one and into this one and into this one. And if I drag it any further, it goes back over here. So if I drag it back, you can see it's working on both the sides. Let's drag over here. And as you can see, it works on every side possible. Okay, perfect. I think there's some error on this one. I don't know why it's not dragging on the other side. Let's go ahead and check that out. So it's on click. Let's go ahead and change on the drag. And that completes our flow. Let us go ahead and try it out one more time. Drag, 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 perfect. Drag, yes, drag, perfect. And on the last, on the last one, if I drag any further, it goes back to the first one. Okay, perfect, works absolutely perfect. Okay, looks beautiful, very aesthetic. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next project. Bye bye and take care.